These top 3 ones here, I'll put it on the screen. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. My name's Ivy and I'm so glad that you're here. Today we are talking about natural ways to boost the immune system, and some of these are herbs, some of these are a little bit harder to find, some of them you can find them at Sprouts, Whole Foods, some of them you might have to look for online. So we're gonna get right into it. If you guys have seen the news, or you know, pretty much anywhere you go there's people sick, so people are wearing masks. It's crazy out there. So first and foremost, we're gonna talk about gut health. Now, gut health is the most important factor to your immune system. And if you are not able to digest food, if you're not able to get the vitamins, it doesn't matter what you take, right? So I don't want you to spend all this money on all these fancy things if you're not able to absorb them. So please keep that in mind. So with that said, we're gonna first talk about probiotics and enzymes. So both really, really important. Probiotics, I tried to, there we go. Probiotics, I try to rotate as much as I can because I want to make sure that the bacteria that's in my gut is constantly changing and it's constantly healthy, right? So this one, it had 4 different bacteria than the one I was taking previously. I do usually always grab this brand. It is refrigerated, so you do have to keep it refrigerated. You really want at least 10 to 12 billion per capsule bacterium. And you really want to take an empty stomach. Please keep in mind, if you're not used to this, it can cause bloating at first. So just, I promise, once you get past that, it's usually only the first day or 2, depending on your gut, it will get a lot better. So keep that in mind. Second, enzymes. Now, enzymes are so important, you guys. So much of what goes on with our life and our health, and I'm talking on like broad spectrum. I'm talking about cancers. I'm talking about the ability to digest certain nutrients and minerals comes from enzymes. Most of us go weeks at a time and we don't eat live food. Enzymes are in live food, and a lot of us are eating, you know, we're eating healthy diets, right? We're eating rice and broccoli, and then we eat oatmeal. We had oatmeal for breakfast, and then we have a sandwich for dinner, and there's no raw living enzymes in any of that food. It's all cooked. So that's why juicing is so powerful, and sometimes that's not enough even, especially if you're behind. So enzymes are really, really good. Enzymes are a little tricky. So this one has 3 of the main enzymes, which is amylase. I'm sorry, I'm pregnant, so I get out of breath really fast. I'll show you here. These top 3 ones here, I'll put it on the screen. Those are the top 3 that you need, but obviously you want to get the other ones as well. So not only do you want to get the other ones, but you want a delivery system. So this one has ginger, cinnamon, cayenne pepper to help it deliver to the body. So really, really important. That's the one I like. Again, with enzymes, you guys, if you get sick after taking it the first time, don't be surprised. You know, our bodies are not used to it. So just roll with it, keep taking it, and I promise it gets way better. So with that said, number 2, now, our environment, right? You can Lysol the world, but a lot of times you're dealing with chemicals, and you're dealing with those chemically wipes, and I like Lysol wipes, don't get me wrong, but there's better alternatives out there. This is one that actually did get sent to me. I didn't get paid for this or anything. They sent it to me a long time ago, but it does have colloidal silver in it. So colloidal silver you can actually buy in the droplet, and then you can make your own spray bottle. You don't have to buy it from someone else. Just do water and colloidal silver. You can spray it. You can take it on the airplane, spray your seat, spray your seat belt in the airplane. You can take it with you anywhere. You can also mix it with lotion and be putting it on your hands. For most people, most parts of the country, it's really dry right now, so that's another really good one. Colloidal silver is incredible at fighting germs, illness. You can take it internally as well. This one you can't take internally, but most of them you can. That one's specifically made for a spray. So there's other sprays out there, but some of them are kind of expensive when you can just buy a bottle and mix it with water and make your own. So next, again, talking about your natural health, vitamin D, really important. Vitamin D and vitamin C is really important. Oddly enough, what's in season right now. Citrus is in season, oranges are in season, grapefruits are in season, lemons are in season, which is so funny to me and so wild because naturally in the winter colder months we need high doses of vitamin C. So for me, I think it's so cool that nature gives us exactly what we need when we need it. So oranges are so affordable right now. Get yourself some oranges, try to eat them on an empty stomach so they can really go in and absorb right away into the bloodstream. But yeah, get your oranges in. If you're gonna do orange juice, that's fine. Just make sure it does have the pulp and make sure it's unpasteurized. And that's fine too. Okay, this you can make at home. This is what I made a long time ago. This is not vegan for those of you who follow me and are vegan. This is honey and garlic with oil of oregano. So you can keep it light on the lighter side, and you can just do honey and garlic. What you do is, if you're really, really sick, you can scoop this out around the garlic chunks. If you guys can see there. You can scoop the honey out around the garlic chunks and just take it internally. Just a little spoonful, do it continuously throughout the day. What you'll find is that phlegm will start to come out of your chest. So depending on which flu you have, whether you have the cold and sinus thing going on, or whether you have, you know, the vomiting flu, either way, this one's really incredible for that. This will also go into your GI tract and kill the bad bacteria, which is really, really important, and also support the good bacteria. Something else I want to talk about, cleaning the blood. So when you are you know, sick, you want to move your blood. You want to move things out of the body. It's kind of a way of the body getting rid of terrible things, as well as the lymph system. So this is one that I have. I love it. You can certainly buy there we go. You can buy these herbs separately, so I'll list them, what's on there. For some reason, you can't get this particular blend, but it's cat's claw, which is really interesting about that because that one actually fights fungal. So it cleans what's going on in the blood. Paul Diarco, which is another blood cleanser. Turmeric, mangosteen. But this is a really, really good blend. You can just put it in water and shoot it. You can put it on just under your tongue. That one's really, really good as well. Especially if you're killing things off, like if you're starting to get better and you want to clean your blood, that one's a really good one. This is another one. Anytime you're doing mushrooms, we're talking about increasing your immune system. So that also comes from vitamin D. So mushrooms are incredible. This is a mushroom elixir. So it's a mushroom blend. Let me find what's in here. So let me tell you what's in here. Well, first I'll show you the bottle. So there's the bottle. This one has reishi, shiitake. I might not be saying that right. My husband always makes fun of me. The maitake, lion's mane, mangosteen peel, so similar to that one. Amla berry peel, Schizandra berry, which you guys have heard me talk about a lot. I love Schizandra berry. I'm sure you can find blends out there very similar if you can't find this particular one. Again, to put it in water, add it to your smoothie, or take it under your tongue right away. So this leads me to my next thing, which is reishi. Reishi is my favorite. We talked about it. It's the first ingredient, and there it is a mushroom. Very, 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 very powerful. Reishi is incredible. It's actually also really high in protein. So if you're a vegan or vegetarian, this is something that you can add to your diet every day to boost your immune system, also increase your vitamin D. So this one's really incredible. This is actually from a friend of mine who used to be a supplier at our juice bar, and I get them from him, and Justin and I both take them, actually, my husband. So we love that. We love reishi. And then my next one is stinging nettle. Now, this is a tea. You don't have to buy this brand, of course. You can get stinging nettle pretty much anywhere that sells tea. Stinging nettle is very similar to dandelion tea in that it flushes the liver. So you want to be careful and cautious of that. If you have, you know, if you're vomiting and you have, you know, some movement in your bowel, you want to make sure that you're drinking enough water, especially if you're going to add this in. But for those of you who have the cold and the throat thing going on, this one's good. It flushes the system. But again, you want to make sure you're drinking enough fluids to compromise for what this is flushing out. It's going to flush out the bad, but you want to make sure you're taking in enough to compromise or to take care of that. So this one is just nettle tea. You can certainly get a blend. There's a lot of teas out there that are really good for cold and flu. You just have to find the one that you like. So Any of the detox teas are really good. Just be careful with some of them. Some of them can dehydrate you because they're prompting the body to flush excess fluid. So I hope you guys like this video. I will try to link, or excuse me, I'll try to put in the description what all of these were, brand names and stuff like that, so in case you guys want this particular brand, you can go and find it, or at least the description of what it is. Again, brands are important because the integrity of the product, but the most important thing is usually organic, because you obviously don't want to be getting GMO stuff in your herbs. Now the thing is that a lot of herbs, when they're powder form, is that they are mixed with a cornstarch. So unless it is an organic herb and it says organic on it, it probably is mixed with GMO cornstarch. So just keep that in mind. Same thing goes with capsules and pills. You know, you have to remember, well, you know, if that started as a dandelion leaf, how did that get blended up, ground up into a powder, and then put into a pill? Same thing as like mushroom or all of that. A lot of them, unfortunately, are made with gluten and soy, so you really have to test and see what it's made out of. So organic, when possible, is really important when we're talking about supplements, especially something you're gonna take for a long time. This one specifically, for example, the natural factors, I love them. I really love everything that they have. This is not sponsored. I purchased these. I did. It says that they are made without GMOs, which is amazing. No dairy, no starch, no sugar, no wheat, no gluten, no yeast, no soy, no corn, no egg, no fish, no shellfish, no salt, no tree nuts, no GMOs, which is great. And that's why I originally fell in love with this brand a long time ago for my probiotics, because I was really trying to stay away from yeast at the time. I mean, of course I want to stay away from wheat as well, but I was trying to stay from yeast at the time, and so this is why I picked this one up at the time. So anyways, that's it, you guys. I hope this video was helpful for you. I hope you guys survived the flu season. I'm sorry if you have it and you're currently sitting on your couch really sick watching this because that's no fun. But yeah, have a good rest of your day. Subscribe if you're new. I will put the links to my Instagram and Facebook below, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.